What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Zhilei Zhang. Zhilei Zhang says top heavyweight can't beat anybody now. He isn't right. Okay. Zhilei Zhang said verbatim, he said, based on the performance over the weekend, I don't think Tyson Fury can beat anybody. Definitely not Usyk, not me, not Joshua. He's not right. Wow. Those are the words of Zhilei Zhang, and let me counterpunch. I know Fury, his name is in the mud. I mean, his name has been in the mud for a while. You know, first for the Usyk thing, and then second for the selection of fighting Ngannou, and then for the performance with Ngannou. And I have to remind people, before we start down this Tyson Fury bashing train of Tyson can't beat anybody, you know, I have to remind you that styles make fights. You know, it does. I mean, him saying he can't beat anyone, well, I mean, shit, he beat Deontay Wilder now, didn't he? You know what I mean? Now, I did question, can Tyson Fury beat the rest of these guys, because he never fought those guys. And the guy that he fought was just another example on maybe those guys may give him trouble or, in fact, beat him. We won't know until he fights him. That's the only thing I was saying. Now, for me to go out on a limb and say Tyson Fury's not good at all, no, I have to remind you guys of something. Tyson Fury survived Saturday night. He survived, okay? And I think that alone took skill, because he knew, like, he was hurt. He knew that he was definitely alarmed, and he was weary of the power. He felt the power from someone that didn't supposed to hit him, but was able to hit him. So because of that fact, because they knew, like, okay, well, hey, this guy's able to hit me. Most importantly, he hits hard and he's able to hurt me. And before he made a complete ass out of himself, he got on that bicycle, worked that jab, threw a right hand, one time an elbow, you know, clinched him, held him, hold him, you know what I mean, and survived. You know, so if anything, Tyson Fury is a survivor. But it took skill and instinct to do that, because the hard-hitting Ngannou was coming, and he wasn't fucking around, people. He was not. So, you know, I have to remind you of that. And just because you beat Paul doesn't mean Peter beat Paul, doesn't mean you can't beat Peter. Because you beat Paul, Peter beats you, you know, then that doesn't mean you can't beat Peter. There you go, right? And the example I use is always Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, and Joe Frazier. Okay? Joe Frazier was a guy that beat Muhammad Ali. Okay? Then Muhammad Ali loses to Ken Norton. Ken Norton and Joe Frazier lose to George Foreman. So, you know, just because that happens doesn't mean anything, because the styles are always different. Different fighters represent different formulas. Okay? Just because you get this and you mix this and that doesn't mean you're going to get this formula when you take another formula and mix it together. It's not going to work out the same. It's not going to be the same result. Okay? It's not going to be what you think it's going to be. And for us to say, oh, Tyson Fury's done, well, shit, he may be done. He may be done. Hell, his brother Shane is even questioning, and he may be past his prime. Even Shane saying that. Big brother Shane. Bearcat looking ass Shane saying that. But I have to remind you guys, just because you had a bad night doesn't mean it's over for you. If anything, it's an eye-opener for Tyson Fury. And what would happen is a lot of people are going to want to fight him now. But then again, here's the deal. How many people got the opportunity to fight Tyson Fury before that fight? Counterpunch. Because, I mean, nobody, you know, he wasn't fighting anybody. You know what I mean? That's why this Ngannou fight was such of a letdown. It was just a letdown. It was so disappointing, because it was like, dude, you supposed to have been bit, bit. You're supposed to have been moving, bobbing, weaving, grooving, showing this dude how boxing's supposed to be. Now, for that reason, I understand Zhilei Zhang saying, well, he ain't ready to beat nobody. He ain't right. You know, but I think, if anything, Tyson is not, he's not, well, I can't say he's not giving excuses because he is, but they're not bad excuses. I've seen worse. I've heard worse. Right? So, but Zhilei Zhang saying that, I just think people are too quick to get on the bandwagon to diss Tyson Fury based on his ability. You know what I mean? Is it true? We just have to see. But then looking at a performance from one person or one other person, because you've had Wilder, he looked very good in the Wilder fight. Then you see him fight another guy that's actually game and dangerous. Okay, he wasn't. So he's 1-1 right now. Yeah, he can beat Wilder. So there you go. But could he beat Francis? No. You know what I mean? So, but every outcome is different based on a different challenge. So I think we have to go good with that. And I have to warn people to be careful with jumping on that. Oh, he's done. Because what'll happen is Tyson Fury could use this as fuel, get back in the gym the way he's supposed to in the first place, do the corrections, work his ass off, lose that weight, get really disciplined, not just talking the game of that he's disciplined, because I think Tyson Fury is good of a gift of gab of saying that he's ready, and he probably really wasn't. Okay, so we have to keep in mind. Or he just may not be as good as people think he is. I don't really think that's the case. I think it's people out there that can beat him. I feel any fighter will be beat on a given night based on the circumstance and the challenge. Okay, but anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Zhilei Zhang stating that he can't beat anyone at this point. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.